What is up, guys? Your boy Axel here, and today I'm bringing you news on the New Balance update that came out this morning. So basically in this video, what I'm going to talk about is what this update did to certain cards, I guess you can call them cards, what they did to certain cards, and how that may affect you possibly, and my personal opinion on it. So we'll start off backwards with a list, I guess. And yeah, my game music is pretty fucking loud. So let's start this off. So I'm gonna start off with the witch. What they did is they increased the damage by 5%. But what they don't understand is that I think this is actually really horrible because, like, people at the very beginning of the game, they know that playing against a witch is one of the hardest things ever, guys. Like, that is so painful. Like, you know that you're pretty much fucked if you can't go, if you see a witch. It's just facts. I mean, you can't really do anything about it. But they increased the damage by 5%. But the only reason why they did it is because people in the higher up ranks decided not to use it a lot, guys. But that is okay. We will live. And yeah, if you have a witch, I guess congratulations. You're a little more overpowered now. Next is the archer. Basically, what they did is they made the archers like the spear goblins. They're not that special right now. Basically, they just made made the attack faster, and that's it. So if you have archers and you like the spear goblins a lot, it's to put into consideration that you might want archers in your deck. The next one, guys, is the balloon. Y'all know if y'all don't have archers or spear goblins in your deck, you're pretty much fucked when you see a balloon. They can't really do almost anything, so you know that you're pretty much fucked. But what they did is they increased the hit points by 5%, so they can last a shit ton longer, guys. So whether you take that as a good or a bad thing, it's up to you. But I feel bad for the people at the very beginning of the game because you have to deal with those extremely high cards balloons that do 700 damage plus an extra 100 at the very start. So again, sorry for y'all that start off that with have to deal with those balloon people. It's a really big shame that you have to deal with that. But hey, I mean, one day I'm sure balloons will probably get nerfed to the ground at one point. Next is one that I haven't really messed with a lot. It's the Three Musketeers. I'm just gonna let this one in because I can't do anything about that. The next one is the Three Musketeers. They decreased the elixir from 10 to 9. I feel like even though they did that, it will probably never be used in battle, pretty much like ever. The use rate was apparently like 0.5 or some shit. Like, I would never use that either. So I mean, basically, I could probably get Three Musketeers in overtime by the time that he could put out Three Musketeers as the actual card. I'm not going to talk about the mirror because all they did basically was make the legendary card mirrored one level lower. So that's pretty basic. But yeah, I'm not going to just sit here and talk about that. It's kind of pointless. But next is the poison spell. The only major thing they did to this is they actually increased the damage by 5%, so it actually didn't seem as pointless, basically. So if you have one, congratulations. You might actually have a reason to put it in there. I'm not exactly sure yet. I don't have a poison spell, so I can't really test it out. But again, congratulations to those that have a poison spell. That might help a lot. And yeah. Next is the rage spell. Instead, like, what they did is I kind of like the idea because, I mean, who wants it to last that long if your card dies or whatever. But basically what they did is they gave rage 40% more movement and attack speed boost from 35%, and the duration is decreased by 20% basically. So whether or not you find that to be a good or a bad thing is more of a personal opinion, but I find that to be extremely good because now you can attack way faster now, and even though it doesn't last as long, usually you're at that point they won't last as long. So I mean, I think it's a good trade-off, honestly, guys. I don't think it was a bad mistake. And yeah, it's pretty much it for that. The reason why they did that is because most people don't even use it, honestly, anymore, which is kind of sad. But I mean, yeah, people use it. One of the best things they did about this update, honestly, is what they did to the Valkyrie. They increased the hit points and the damage by 10 whole percent. That's an extremely good thing because not many people used it, and now they can pretty much destroy. I mean, that's pretty much what it goes down to when you look at it. So yeah, more health and more damage. Their goal is to make sure that people start using it more. They don't want certain cards to be felt to be left out. And yeah, that's pretty much what their goal was with the Valkyrie. The most upsetting to most people was the Dark Prince charge speed. What they did is, guys, is that they decreased the speed that they charge at by 13 whole percent, guys. So that's kind of bad, I guess you could say. For some people, that's a good thing for the beginner players, because what they people that had Prince at the beginning stages, you knew that if you had it, you pretty much won. It got you up to Arena 3 by itself, honestly, guys. I mean, you just face the facts. But as an avid Prince user that used to use Prince all the time, I found that to be I find it to be almost worthless now. So, I mean, it's kind of a personal opinion, but I honestly just don't dig the Prince anymore after this update. I feel like it'd be way too slow, and yeah, but if you are in the beginning, you now have a chance against the Prince. You can now have, like, the extra elixir come in. So, yeah, congrats to y'all that don't have it. Next is the Ice Wizard and the Princess. One's good, one's bad. The Ice Wizard's damage was increased by 5%. The reason why they did that is so it looks like there's competition now. Aside from that, I mean, no, Ice Wizard's pretty much the same almost, guys. And then the other one is the Princess. They decreased the hit points by 10% because they wanted people to have the chance to what was I gonna say? They want people to have the chance of being able to destroy a princess with like arrows per se, because you're using 3 elixir, and 3-on-3 should be able to kill it. Basically, is what we're aiming at. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. And then we're going to talk about the last 3: the Cannon, the Tesla, and the Expo, guys. Basically, I'll start with the Expo. They decreased the Expo range from 13 to 12, and y'all don't realize that that is a very, very, very important thing, because now people cannot put a Tesla in front of your Expo, and they can't like stack it behind something to protect it. So now if you want to play Expo, you have to go full on offense. You can't protect it. You have to be there and ready to go. So I think that's a really good one. People always complain about it, but I mean, I never really cared about it as much. But yeah, I support this decision completely, and yeah, so good job to Supercell on that. Very smart decision. I agreed with 100%, and now everyone that has to go get the Expo has a chance, no matter what the case is now. As for the cannon, not many people use the cannon, honestly, but apparently Supercell says that it's used a lot on defense, so I'm not really seeing like where he's getting that, honestly, or where they're getting that at. But they decreased the lifetime by 10 whole seconds, guys. So I mean, honestly, I think that was kind of a big waste. I mean, I don't know, opinions are opinions, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of sad, I guess, that they had to nerf that. I used to use that in my deck, actually, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. Sorry that I'm losing, guys. I usually try not to lose, but I'm talking about this update, so yeah. I guess we'll get into the last one, guys. The last one's the Tesla, and all they really did to it is nerf it a lot, actually. They decreased the time it takes to attack by 0.1 of a second, which is kind of alright. But what really destroys it now is that the lifetime is decreased to 40 seconds from 6 seconds. So now your Tesla lasts 20 seconds too short now, guys. And honestly, guys, that's a horrible thing for people that use Teslas. I feel bad for them. I never thought they were really overpowered, but rather just annoying, honestly, guys. And yeah, if I had to make a recommendation to what they should have done, I would have probably said 2 things, or one of the 2 things. Make Zap last longer, take away more damage, but make it last longer, like 2 seconds or whatever, like 1.5 seconds or whatever. I'd find that to be perfectly fine. Or as for the other one, the bomb tower, decreasing the amount of time it stays up. It stays up for 1 whole minute of the battle, and you can easily get these back out. If you have a running deck, you could have 3 out before the first one goes out. So I mean, I wish they would have probably nerfed the lifetime on that. Like, as y'all see, go back here. Let's see here. Inferno Tower, 40 seconds, for example. Like, that's ridiculous compared to what the bomb tower is. But yeah, I guess that I'll live about that. I'll live with that, guys. But just expect for the new balance a lot of things to change. I think personally for the new update or a new balance, they're probably gonna nerf a lot of things, including the balloons, the baby dragon, the bomb tower, and honestly the rocket probably because it's kind of overpowered in a sense. I personally don't think so, but a lot of people do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If y'all enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. It was basically an explanation of what went on. And yeah, peace out, guys.